I've been talking about our upcoming demonstration titled Fighting for the Soul and Mind. The demonstration is actually about the direct election of members of the Parliament of ECOWAS. I've always said we are currently having a process that leads to advisory power. What we need actually is the legislative power of the Parliament. This advisory power, I've always said, is what affects all the institutions of ECOWAS for which they can't be able to do their work. All the agency, the court, name it. And it's even make the international community not to take us serious. Before I proceed to give you a practical example as I've been doing to win your soul and to win your mind, I want to implore you, appeal to you to remember we are in this journey together. So remember in the comment section, if you're already following us, type amen, type sure, type agree. If you also like, you can type disagree. 1, 2, 3, 100 is your right on TikTok. Let's be part of this journey and the game. I heard recently that the government of Ghana, the government of Cote d'Ivoire, the government of Nigeria, and to some extent the government of Cameroon, but these three, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ghana, are more of interest to me. And the reason is that they are all members of the ECOWAS, while Cameroon is not a member of ECOWAS. And that these three countries, who you all know already, if you're a Ghanaian, you know one of the export, one of what bring money to the government of Ghana is cocoa. It's the same thing in Cote d'Ivoire. And it's the same thing in Nigeria, although they have crude oil as well in Nigeria. Gold and cocoa is what Ghana government use for foreign earning. The problem we have is that these three countries are all big exporters of cocoa beans. Unfortunately, they are not working as a team. They work as three divided countries because each of them as a government have got their laws. And therefore, everyone follow their legislative laws. Ghana will not listen to Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire will not listen to Nigeria because it is natural. They don't listen to each other. And because of that, in the international market, we call this the buyer's market, not the seller's market. The producer doesn't determine the price. The consumer, the importer, they are those who determine the price of a bag of cocoa. For 200 bags of cocoa, if we are able to get the money for 100 bags, it will have been good. What we are getting now is less than 2-3 bags for 200 bags. Why? Because when you convert the cocoa into finished products, the money you get, the jobs you create, and the opportunities, the wealth that come into the nation is huge. We are only being paid for 1 or 2. 1 bag will have given us what we get for 200 bags. Therefore, we are selling in a loose market. This explains why our cocoa farmers are poor and Ghanaians at large are poor, Nigerians and Cote d'Ivoire. We are aiming at getting nothing less than 50%. Let us move it from 1 to 2%. Remember, the last time Akufo-Addo was in government with Bawumia and Mahamudu has come, they were all shouting, cocoa, cocoa, cocoa. How can we be independent in our cocoa? Let's get benefit from it. They produce car, we produce cocoa. Let's even take it that way. Why are we not getting fair value for what we export, what we produce. So the solution is here. And the solution and the problem are connected. When we are exporting, Ghana want to export as she like, Nigeria want to export as she like, Cote d'Ivoire want to export as she likes, and therefore we have different prices, and the buyer determine what they give all of us. Let us do something. All of us are members of the ECOWAS. Take the case. Let ECOWAS, because ECOWAS is interested in ECOWAS citizens being rich. That is why we created the ECOWAS. So we will have a common platform to deal with a problem that none of us can address on her own. Automatically, that means it will be in our best interest, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria, to have the price of cocoa set by the ECOWAS. To do this is very simple. The ECOWAS parliamentarians are those to sit down. And then some of them are from Ghana, 8 from Ghana, 36 from Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire 7. They should form a caucus. Sit down, because they know what they are losing on behalf of the people. And what do? They sit down with the support of others and come with a proposal on the price they should be taking and how the price should be fixed for all of them for export. That means they will prepare what you call a bill, and the bill will set up an agency that will be determining the price for all of them. So that they also, Ghana cocoa is better, Cote d'Ivoire cocoa is not good, so Ghanaians are getting more money. The one in Ghana is good, so they will get more money, while the one in Cote d'Ivoire will be cheap. And people will be bringing the cocoa through the border from Cote d'Ivoire to Ghana, and then they will sell it to Ghana government. This is fraud. If the price is the same either way, then it means we will have a duty, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Nigeria, to have a standard on how cocoa should be produced. The quality will be the same. We shouldn't be fighting against each other. ECOWAS will set the price. When the ECOWAS set the price, the sellers, Ghana government, whether independent or they are going to do it through the government of Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria, that is the price they will sell. You can't sell anything below that price. If you can get more, that's your business. Sell. For example, if ECOWAS said, oh, the price for cocoa this year, anywhere in West Africa, going outside West Africa, is, let's assume, is $1,000 per bag. You can sell for 1,500. But you can't sell for 900. Everybody will sell $1,000 per bag. If you are caught doing that, you'll be punished. But that's a problem. As long as the ECOWAS remain an advisory body, because instead of a legislative arm, we have what we call advisory parliament, then the countries can choose to disregard what ECOWAS agency is going to set as a price, or ECOWAS is going to set as a price. Even if they agree to do it together, because of this. This is why we are determined to get you to join us in this demonstration, to make sure that we fight poverty. Our job is to defeat poverty. The only way we can defeat poverty is job creation, money in the pocket of people, easy and reasonable quality life. That's all. If we don't fight to defeat poverty, then this problem will continue the way it is. First, join us in writing amen to this video post. Share it with your friends. Share it with your friend. If you are not following, follow us, and making sure that all of us, especially those of you in Europe and America who have time to go on TikTok because you have the credit, you can afford it. Please, on behalf of your brothers and sisters, back home, write amen 10, 20, 50 times. That doesn't mean we are fighting for the soul and the heart and the mind of ourselves. We must win.